said, let us go up at once. Let us go up at once, right? And possess it. For we are able to overcome it. That's what Caleb said. We're able to do it. But when the men went up with him and said, we be not able to go up against the people, for they are stronger than we. See, this is the weak report that they brought back, saying, listen, we can't go back there. Wicked niggas, we can't go back there. They're stronger than us. The cowards. They come back and say, we can't go do nothing with them niggas, right? And they brought up an evil report, so they lied. They brought up an evil report of the land which they had searched into the children of Israel, saying, the land through which we have gone to search it is a land that eateth up the inhabitants thereof. And all the people that we saw in it are men of great stature. And there was giants. We saw giants, the son of Anak, which come of the giants. And we were in our own sight as grass. So, in other words, listen to this lie. These niggas went back and told Moses that these people that were in Canaan, we can't mess with them because they were so big that we were like grasshoppers in their sight. So now, I want you all to listen very carefully. For you dumbass camps that say that the giants didn't exist, listen, listen, listen. This is the Torah. This is the Torah. The Torah confirms everything. Genesis is not the Torah, by the way. Genesis is the beginning. And then the Torah is Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy. But we don't have to debate about that. But the Torah confirms Genesis, as well as the Torah confirms the New Testament. So, you don't believe that the fallen angels came down here and mated with the women of the earth. And from these women were giants. Because you were trying to say that many of you can't say it's not angels. The Torah is going to confirm here. What made these wicked ass niggas think that they can get away with this lie? Listen to me. Let's just use common sense. For all of you non-believers, what made these wicked niggas that came back and lied to Moses, what made they simple asses think that they can get away with this lie if giants never existed? See, it's going to say here that the land, they telling Moses, the land which we have gone to search it, that you sent us to search it out, man, it eateth up the inhabitants thereof. Why did it say that it eateth up the inhabitants? Because the giant, that's why Christ brought the flood, because these giants were ruling the planet. And they were taking ordinary people and eating them. You see that, you've seen, movies have portrayed that. There's this cartoon on Netflix called Fall of Titan. If anybody has, if those are a couple, now it's a cartoon. Many of you claim, you claim that some of these cartoons are interesting. And some of these cartoons, they tell you what happened is based off biblical events. This cartoon on Netflix is called The Fall of Titan. And it tells you that cartoon portrays specifically what was going on during the time of the giants, the offspring from the fallen angels. So they're going to say that the land was eating up why did they say the land was eating up the inhabitants? Because that's what the giants used to do. They was eating everything. That's the reason why they had to start they had to turn on themselves, because they was eating up all the people. Right? That's biblical. That's why they took the book of the giants, and we can't read the book of the giants, because the book of the giants exposes everything. Right? And then it's going to say, right? And it's going to say, and they thought up an evil report. So then they said, and there are men there of great stature. Men, how great of the stature? How great? Because they knew they could use this lie, because in the land of Canaan were the ancestors of Anak, and which come of the giants, and were, because Anak was before and he was after the flood. So he was of the ancestors of some of these giants here. So that lie went perfectly. They could use it. Because Moses was like, damn. So Moses probably thinking, damn, that those giants are still around. But they was lying. That's the reason why they went and said, which come of giants, and we were in our own sight as grasshoppers. So compared to them, we were like grasshoppers. What make them wicked niggas think they can get away with that lie? This is after the book of Genesis. This is the Torah confirming Genesis. God damn it. What made them wicked niggas think they can get away with the lie if giants never existed? But that's what wicked people and wicked niggas in Israel do. They lie. You constantly lie. You lie. That's what y'all do. All y'all do is lie. That's all y'all good for. Lying, slander, gossip, hatred, causing discord, all of these things, right? And I just want to say that if you are still if you're a celebrity, so-called, I want you to know, if you're my brother or my sister and you're in entertainment, I love you. Be careful. Because Satan is about to start coming down on y'all. Because I know some of y'all, the reason why y'all doing less work is because you're afraid. You're afraid to keep delving in the witchcraft and the rituals and things like that. So you're trying to fall back. You're saying, I don't need no more money. I don't need no more fame. But the only way out is your blood. Unless Christ sees fit, unless you brave enough, unless you stand forth like Cat Williams did, and say whatever. Cat Williams was at his point of whatever. Christ spared Cat Williams because he said, you a gun. I don't care you. What's Cat Williams? 4 foot, this 5 foot, whatever. His heart was of the heart. He had the ruach in his heart when he was exposing them niggas and saying the shit that he was saying. And then he said, fuck the consequences. That's why Christ spared them. You cowards, Christ is not going to spare you cowards. Because you lack belief. You lack trust. You're not a trustee of Christ. This message is to everybody who's going to watch this message. I'm only giving this as a warning for any of you out there, all of y'all. I love all of y'all, man. And when I look at any of you all, Negroes and Negroettes, regardless of how y'all feel about me or how you act toward me or whatever the case, I look at all of you in really in sadness, because none of you, the majority of you out there, you don't have the spirit of Elohim. And woe unto those of you who do not become trustees of Yahushua HaMashiach. All right? Listen, man, I'm out of here, man. But, you know, this message here was probably one of the easiest messages for me, man. One of the most heartfelt messages for me, man. You know, my next message might not be this good. You know, but this message was straight from Christ, man. He wanted me to speak to you all. Listen, if any of you all are out there and you may say that you're with your people, but your actions are not with your people. If the only way that I won't be able to tread among my people is because of this word of God right here. That's the only reason. You understand what I'm saying? So, and listen, those of you out there Nobody is risking freedoms, man, for nobody, man. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not, you know, what my slanderers are doing, constantly talking shit about me and shit like that, man. You know, at the end of the day, he wouldn't do that and then walk outside by himself. You understand what I'm saying, man? That's the type of spirit that these people dealing with, man. You know what I mean? It's at the point now, man, where, listen, man, I know if I see a motherfucker right there, I'm almost certain there's some type of camera, binocular, something. Something is going on. I'm not even gonna, because I know I see what's happening out here. It's wickedness happening out here. People are selling people out, throwing people under the bus. Woe to those who call evil good and good evil. We are in the last days. Now, we don't have to worry about the other nations. The other nations, they're going to do what they're going to do. It's going to be a lot of slaughtering of us Negroes by the hand of these other nations. But sadly, though, by the time they get to us, man, we're going to already be a fallen house because of what we did within the gates.